I'm a cosmetic and clinical dermatologist. I'm also an integrative and holistic medicine practitioner and also into stem cell anti-aging medicine. All of us have a story. Thank you, Ms. Lee. All of us have a story. Can I share with you about my Celergen story? Yes. Thank you. My Celergen story begins in my quest for a fountain of youth for my beloved mother. My mother, her name is Olivia. She is already 77 years old. She is already in the pre-departure area. You know, my mother, she is a very high person. You know why? Ask me why? Why? Because she has high blood, high cholesterol, she has high uric acid, she has hyperacidity, she has arthritis. Very high. Can you imagine, with every disease, she was given 1 or 2 medications. So because of that, she has to take 10 tablets every single day. And she would often complain to me that she's suffering because she has to take all those medicines every day. And she feels like vomiting already. But they cannot do anything because it was prescribed to her by her internist. Until one day, her heart gave up. My mother, last September, she suffered from severe congestive heart failure. It was so severe that she cannot even go to the bathroom all by herself. And even with just talking, she feels so tired. And it broke my heart seeing my mother so weak that we had to bring her to the hospital. And my relatives thought that she was already dying. And as the only doctor in the family, I refused to see her die. I refused not being able to do anything that I can do for her. And in that very instance, with the thought of my mother dying, I remembered Celergen. As you all know, Celergen was introduced to me by 2 beautiful ladies a few months before my mother really got sick. Her name is Miss Gina Ilarde from Singapore. Gina, where are you? Please stand up. And Miss Gay Monaris. She's here naman, based in the Philippines. So if not for Gina, I would not be able to know about Celergen. So I called her up and requested for her to send me a box right away. And so I gave it to my mom. I told my mom, Mom, let's try this and then let's see what happens. And you know what happened? Yes. Always ask me, huh? I saw a miracle right before my eyes. After just 3 days, or 3 soft gels, my mother told me that she was able to sleep so well for the first time in her life after so many years. Wow, and that's the beginning of her healing. She was able to wake up at sunrise. She would often wake up at 2 a.m. And I was so surprised. Why is she already awake at 2 a.m.? But because of just 3 soft gels, she was able to wake up at sunrise. After 1 week, she told me that she was able to go to the comfort room on her own. And then after just 1 month, she was able to go out and travel to a nearby town in Pampanga and receive her Lifetime Achievement Award as a lawyer. Isn't it a medical miracle? Right? Yes. But wait, there's more. You know what her friends and myself also noticed? We noticed that she looks younger, as if she had a Botox. But I did not Botox her that time. I only gave her Celergen. And then, after 2 months, she was able to walk 4 kilometers from the church to our house. So my uncle, who is a cardiologist from St. Luke's and the Philippine Heart Center, he was surprised with the story of my mother. Because he told me that for someone who suffered from severe congestive heart failure, the usual recovery period is 6 months. But my mom, because of Celergen, she recovered for only 2 months. So I realized I had this idea in my mind that Celergen really works. That Celergen is indeed a medical miracle maker. That it is indeed a miracle pill, a gift from heaven, and that I've discovered the fountain of youth. And that's why I am right here standing before all of you. I came all the way from Shangri-La this morning from doctor's conventions, and I had to travel for 2 hours. I have no lunch, no sleep. But I had to be here just to be able to share with all of you about the power of Celergen. That Celergen can change people's lives. That Celergen can help so many people. That's why I will never stop sharing about Celergen. Thank you very much.